wanna play. These three words, they're the ones that I live by. With bug eyes, there's nothing that he can't find. We all fly, don't give Buckman the stink eye. Do or die, Schmuel Buckman's an old guy. Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. Go toe to toe with Buckman, he will eat your freaking soul, no doubt. It's Schmuel rock and roll, it's Schmuel rock and roll. Schmuel rock and roll. We get bucked with Buckman. We know you're up to something.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Hello, just sat down. Gotta do some adjusting here. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's gross. Kind of scare the shit out of just about anybody. All right, let's move you back. Let's get you down. Let's go there. That's the way to do it. Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Schmuel and Schmuel Talk. First off, we've got to start with congratulations to one Lady KB who did a fantastic job tonight. I was quite thrilled with what she did, and I hope you guys are too. So we'll go there, and I think to rock and roll it, I think we should start the way we've been starting the last couple of nights, and we're going to pull up that big thing, the Dabbleverse leaderboard. Boom, boom, boom. It was a big one tonight because I think it went up to 15, but I only have the first 12 on here. So tell me what you think. Any surprises? Any surprises that we have? KB number one at $942, and we've got Shuley 354, Bob 354. Shuley beats Bob by about 30 cents. Earl Skakel is on there now. I don't know that Earl Skakel really belongs in the Dabbleverse, because as I remember, you're not allowed to talk about him or talk about the Dabbleverse when you're on his show. But there we go. Then we've got Pretty Antisocial. Who are these podcasts? Blind Mike, Oh Apologies podcast. Our good friend Keanu C. Thompson on here. Keanu coming in at $32.68. Echo Pineapple 28.41. But the big guy, the final boss, a Dabbleverse favorite and a Schmuel Buckman friend of the show, is at number 11. Ray is 12. Dixon 13. Nightwave Radio 21.99. BYB $7.97. I didn't even know that Stevie Lou was streaming, but Stevie Lou $4.99. And at the bottom, number 19 for the day, the Big Doom, with $2. So congrats to all of the people on the list. And if we do this right, we can annoy the shit out of one Kevin Brennan. And I think that's the ultimate goal, right? Well, I mean, it's probably not your guys' goal, but it's definitely my goal. So let's go up here. I'm going to pull that down, and we're going to go back to our main scene and you get to see the lovely Schmuel. So I'm sure you're all excited by that. And here we go. All right. So I watched something today and I heard a person doing what I'm about to do. And one of the hosts was like, ugh, the roll call. This isn't a roll call. We don't do a roll call. We welcome the friends of the show and the people that we like and the people that we don't like, but we're just glad that everyone is here. And so I think that some streamers don't understand the reason why we get to do this is because you guys watch. And so I think it's important that we mention you when you're here. So I got Lady KB, Rover, Rover, and then I've got Summer Madness, uh, Improptu. I don't know if I spelled it right when I put it up, but I might have. Great Scott, 949. Hiya, Great Scott. Garrett is a hack. Garrett needs to go to bed, so we had to get this show on the road. Only Genta. Schmuel. Hi, Genta. Lady KB, Genta, and Tommy Jordan. Great show, KB. Don't forget about us chatters now. KB is moving up on the list, and the list is coming along nicely. Only Genta, I'm banning Tojo. It's literally music in your ears, KB. Unban Josh Denny fan, now it's a party. KB debunked another wacky Schmuel theory tonight. You'll have to tell me about it. I only saw KB for maybe 3 minutes, and he was stream sniping our friend Lady KB. Mr. King sweeps, Mr. Sweeps King, I apologize, or Kings. And let's just see. Jesus, how do I pronounce that one? Let's try, guys. Gattle Hador, Kylie Minogue should sue AI Music Company. Only Genta TFB, we missed Taco Tuesday. And interestingly enough, I worked today. I thought I would get on here. I was going to do something this afternoon and I just got busy at work. And a client of mine is opening a place in Times Square. And it got a little hectic today. So, but we managed to get it done. Movie star Fingernails, who I got to meet in Atlantic City. Hell of a guy. It's like one of those, there's some people you just meet here and you kind of instantly like them. And I know he probably doesn't like that, but it was actually pretty goddamn good. And I think that friend of the show, let's just see, Schmuel, did you ever watch Gas Digital podcast, Fart Carnival? No. I don't really watch a lot of Gas Digital. Only Genta. Damn, that's a lot of beige. It is. The hat is actually olive. I could probably turn up the lights here. We could see more. But yeah, it's looking a little. It's looking a little. There we go. We got some more color. So I painted the wall behind me when I was setting this room up. Navy Hail or Hail Navy. Shockingly expensive paint, great for streaming, but I had a weekend where I had to move my stuff so they could put a mattress on the floor because of a lot of visitors. And this weekend, beginning tomorrow, it's the same thing. So I decided not to move it back. And I know that that's the shit that you guys all need to hear. Decline host. Denny fan, we just got to act like one of the Chad mods isn't watching after tonight right now. I don't know what to think about it. And I don't know what the hell that means, but I read it anyway. All right, let's get down. Oh, the Aussie guy, 83. What's up, old man? Hello, my friend Aussie. And let's see what else is going on here. Ozzy, I'll send you a link in a couple of minutes if you want it. KB said everyone straight. Flimsy board doesn't render playboard obsolete, and Permaseal gave him $100 to snipe KB. What would KB? What would? Where's the limit with KB? Like, at what point is not doing something worth his money? But who knows? Who knows? Decline host to a list. We'll get there. We'll get there. I got Kahuna Nui. Kahuna Nui. All right. Decline host. Now, decline host. Normally we have decline host CCCCK in here. I don't know if that's the right person. Rochi 888. Joe Biden, was that racist? I don't know. We'll have to ask him. And decline host, Schmuel, I want to fight you. Stand in line, and I guarantee, by the way, that anybody that wants to fight me, it would be the quickest fight in the world. I would go down so fast, it wouldn't matter. A. Thompson is here, and all right, I think we're cool, man. And Unbanned Josh Denny fan says the CCCCKKK is a fake. I only wanted to know that because Decline Host, when I started without Decline Host, it's like one of those people that I still wouldn't be here if they weren't so helpful in the beginning. So I'm really happy that we've gotten the right Decline Host. So you skipped my paragraph. I did. I did. Let's get, oh, there we go. Schmiel, let's get our hats out of the hat closet and list them. Then we can rate them fence or no fence. We could. I don't have that many. I have like 17 baseball hats and 4 of this type. I have 3, maybe 5. I have 3 of these Aussie chillers, the ones that are soakable, and you wear them in the summertime. And then I have 2 leather ones, which are a little too hot to wear during the summer. So there I am. Decline host saves kittens. He's good people. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's just say, all right. How the hell do you know you have 17 baseball hats? Because I counted them last night. It's a question that comes up occasionally, but I was moving shit around, and I'm putting up hooks for the hat, so I needed them. How do you follow up? I don't have many hats by immediately saying you have 24 hats. Is 24 a lot? I don't think so. Do baseball caps really count? Because some of them are like the shit you get when you go places, and or other Dabbleverse people go places and bring them to you. This was the Haskell in 2025, last year, which I did not go to, but one Teamster Tim was kind enough to bring them to me, and I can't even BFD C1. There you go. There's your shout out, my friend. It was Pogue, Harry. It was Pogue that done it. Is Pogue still alive? I don't know. I don't know. So I had not that anyone really cares, but I had what I would like to say is an interesting day today of being examined for fraud and whatnot. It's the craziest thing in the world. So my bank account gets compromised, and then the bank puts me through hell to try to get another account going. So I had to have someone go to New York, get my filing documents from a corporation, which I filed in the 1990s. Actually, it was 1999. And bring that back because they didn't have, they didn't have, they said they didn't have it on file. And then I had long conversations with the IRS today trying to get verification letters. We did not manage to get the verification letters, but we did get them. So Rochi picked it up. Yes, Rochi, I had an appointment at the bank. How funny is that? And and the whole process was, it was literally 3 hours. It was like me going in, giving them paperwork, then coming back. And it was just, it was a very strange experience. Now, I recently opened a bank account for an LLC and had zero problem. Apparently, the reason why I was having problem here is because the account that was compromised had money in it, and in order for them to move the money from one place to the other, it was a deal. They didn't have your EIN on file. Jeff, this is actually, when I got that account, all you were required to give them was your corporate book. But when I opened the account, it was Commerce Bank, and it's now become TD Bank, and they did not have. They were archived. That stuff. So I had to get the actual corporate book to bring to them, and pain in the ass. And I don't think I've moved the thing in 25 years, but had to get that, bring it over, and they wanted a verification. So I was trying to get that for him. I could not get the verification because the IRS only does the verification two ways. They fax it to you, or they mail it to you. And if they mail it to you, it takes 10 days. And the fax, you're supposed to stand there and get the fax. Well, it was a 2-page fax. It had a cover page and the letter, and all we received was the cover page over and over again. So it was kind of a nightmare, which then, but did have me in the car a little bit, listening to some what I thought was interesting stuff, which we'll probably get into tonight. But yeah, bank appointments rule. I don't. The joke is, though, for me, I was laughing because every time I go into the bank to talk to somebody, I always think I've got a bank appointment, thinking of our friend Chad. And it blows me away how many people are like sitting there waiting to talk to a bank officer. And usually they're there because they're not happy, I think. But my bank now requires you to show ID to make a deposit, which is weird. So if you deposit, you have to give them ID to deposit. If I want to send an employee over to the bank with a deposit, they are required to be listed as a courier, or yes, a courier, to make it over. And I think what's happening here is that if I remember my numbers correctly, TD Bank was fined $3.2 billion in fines by the federales. So I think they're just being overcautious, and it was pretty wild. Coach Muttering J, Genta is a mod. I'm out. Well, why do you think we made Genta a mod? That was the main reason. No joke. When I have to see my investment banker, I actually make an appointment so I don't have to be sitting in line like that. Yes, and with the investment banker, that's like a whole different thing. This is like, I was dealing with the regular guys. They don't even have like at the branch that I was at. They don't even have a like, they have a wealth management, like they have it on the door and everything else. But the wealth management guy is only there a couple of times a week, and So, Genta says, I didn't ask. I hate you people. I don't make an appointment. I storm in and say, get in my office now. Very cool. Very cool, Vic. I have to tell you the truth. I actually apologized. I went in on Saturday and was a complete asshole. Sir Vosif doesn't like our conversation. What is your favorite temperature and why? Temperatures don't bother me. I don't like humidity. And as I get older, I don't like the cold. But I went in, so I got a phone call from the bank telling me that my account had been compromised, that somebody had stolen a check or something, whatever. And so I said, and they said, oh, you just got to go to the branch and they'll give you a new account number and move it over. And I said, cool, what do I need to bring with me? And they told me just your ID, and that was fine. And so I'm not anywhere near, I'm an hour and a half away from where the corporate book and shit is. And so I came down, I went in, and all of a sudden I needed this other stuff. And I went off on the poor banker. And it really was not like his fault. So when I saw him today, I said, I owe you an apology. And he said, thank you. And it was very cool. And we had a fun time together. So, not Victoria. You don't get stuff done without being an asshole. I sort of agree and sort of don't agree. The thing is, I think you always start off nice, and then raise the temperature. But I'm also not one of these assholes that walks in to things unprepared. Like I went through like exactly like what am I going to need? How am I going to do this? You know, the whole bit, and it's like so I'm prepped. I know what I need. I know what I've been told. So when I get there and you're telling me I don't, that's your fault. It's not my fault. And then I start losing my patience. But I have learned I don't curse. I I may be feeling he's a fucking idiot, but I've learned not to say things like that because that just shuts down the conversation. Um, but there we go. You didn't start nice to me, Bucky. Coach Muttering J. Lady KB. So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Yes, the only people I stay away from are people wearing garlic necklaces. So there we go. Um, Sorry, the chat's running a little quick. And Decline just looked, and Pogue had no views on a 2.5 hour stream from yesterday. I guess so he is still alive. Still. Schmuel is 5'3". If I were 5'3", I'd be happy to be 5'3", but I'm not. I think I'm 5'8". Well, I've always been 5'8", but I imagine now I'm probably shorter. And there you go. Not Victoria. I've married fine. A rule to live by, people, is you can marry more money in 10 minutes than you can earn in a lifetime. So there we go. All right. Panhandler. I spoke to Panhandler today. He is in bed, apparently, but I am going to, just for shits and giggles, although he's got a permalink, I'm going to just send him a link for the hell of it, because I think I kind of wanted him to have him on here. I feel the need to be yelled at, and so he would be the guy to do it. And then maybe in a couple of minutes, we'll send Ozzy the link. So I'm wondering if if YouTube will advance to the point where we can back and forth talk, so I could actually hear you. And don't forget the phone number, 201. Charlie's not in here, right? 201-936-0337. and I did check my box at the UPS store. And thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. And you know who you are. Um, so that was kind of a nice cap on the day. Um, let's close this shit so we have that open. So, question, question. I want to get into something and do it. Oh, not Victoria. I don't do manual labor decline. I went to university and worked my ass off. I don't do manual labor either, but I've done a lot of it, had to do a lot of it in the beginning. And I do like my little projects, like wiring and running uh, pipe under the ground and shit like that. And there we go. Hey, so whatever happened to Win by Two? Is anybody aware? Does anybody know what's going on there? Um, is like he's still around? Whatever. I used to actually get him and uh, the Dan confused all the time. All right. The list will be happening in a couple of minutes. It's almost up on the screen. But I think he got a job and I think he won the lottery. Um, Getting a job seems more likely to me because I have a feeling that if a guy like that won the lottery, he'd be streaming 24/7. Don't know why, but that's just how I feel. Uh, Todd is back. Well, you are old. Yes, thank you, Todd. Um, okay. Talk about the guitar rabbi and Chad Lip falling out. Don't really know much about it. I think is that probably the text that Chad put out today, and then somebody put out the other part. I don't really know too much about it. I just feel like what do you call it? Chad's just one of those guys that like whenever you meet guys that just can't maintain friendships for a long time, um, it's them, right? And we did get uh, lunatic girl tweeting today, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find those, so we're not really going to spend much time looking for them. Um, the Actually, I could probably find it very quickly. Maybe. Uh, so our girl Felicia was on a roll today. To Rob Saul, she sent a message. You've been such a bitch. And then I saw earlier the whole this okay, this is one of those cognitive disconnects where somebody says how great they're feeling, but we don't see them. Felicia Gillespie, feeling incredibly grateful that I have the courage to acknowledge what I've been through without judging myself for having the normal emotions that come with it. Staying silent about what you've been through, stuffing it away, is actually the thing that made you so absolutely ugly towards those who didn't. Keep bullying others to fall in line. It only limits you, not them. Oh, come on. Come on. Um, but yeah, so and just going off quite a bit today. And look at this, we have a star in the chat. DJ Electrify, R.I.P. R.I.P. DJ Electrify. I don't think that you're permitted to announce your own R.I.P. But hey, what do I know? the Dabbleverse has many strange rules, of which I only learned recently. And Drunken Donuts. Buckman, I know that Panhandler moved on, but there's always the option of Rochi. He lives in government assistant housing. He's not going anywhere. You guys could start something up. Rochi is too good to stream with me. He's been invited on many an occasion early on. I mean, Chow claims to have built me brick by brick when it was really Rochi. So, what do you call it? But again, like I say, he's just too good for me. But I'll have to handle it. I think I can. Right? It's Indiana Jonestein. Hey, we got any bagels in here? All right. And let's go on here. Only Genta, don't be chowing. There we go. I can't argue with that. I do, to be perfectly honest, I kind of, I sort of ignore Chow. It's just, he just seems to me to be like a kind of a waste of time, but it's like the same hack bit over and over and over again that he plays with everybody. It's like somebody comes on a stream, he tells them how great they are, then he tries to befriend them, and then I guess the goal is to get them on his stream with Mir and troll them. Um, uh, Luckily, I was able to get past that, but it's like over and over and over again, and so it's kind of tiring. And the other part of it too that I find a little tiring is, and I think it goes with, it's probably just part of my thing. I'm constantly surrounded by people who uh, have done less, uh, but seem to know the answers to everybody else's problems. So I just have to move. I have to move on. It's like sitting in a program room with guys who've been a drunk forever, and telling you how the world needs to solve its problems. So we're not going to do that. And let's see. Nasty Neil. Is Schmuel the cowboy from the Village People? No, but I can be. If you'd like. Uh, Hunter S. Dabbler. Yep. I'm trying to get myself the Hunter S. Thompson glasses. I was looking at those earlier this evening. These are supposed to help my eyes. I get terrible dry eye, and it's supposed to help my eyes while I'm watching um, the computer. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't really know. But considering that I paid like thousands of dollars to not have to wear glasses, it does seem a little ridiculous that I am wearing them. Uh, nah, he's Midnight Cowboy. Oh, that's a pull from the back. Hey, I'm walking here. All right. Line from Midnight Cowboy. I'm sure you all enjoy that. Shmuel, Victoria's asking, Shmuel, who is your favorite chatter? I have a favorite chatter, and I could answer your question, but I am not going to because it is being reserved for the chatter list when you guys are going to decide, and we'll go through that, and then eventually I'll do a Shmuel's favorite chatters. So we'll go from there. Yes, Nasty Neil, Ratso Rizzo, but you're a movie guy, so it's kind of unfair for you to be pulling that out of there. Jeff says he's a cowboy on a steel horse. I haven't ridden a steel horse in quite a while. All right, let's do this here. I really thought that I would come on tonight because I know that the show of the night on Wednesdays is usually one NJ Ranger, and he's on vacation. So he wasn't going to be there. And I thought, well, these poor people are uh, suffering in disappointment. And I said I had to come on and do it. I had to come and do it for you. Um, I'm trying to get something up here on screen, but I can't seem to get it to work. But let's try. I'm gonna try something else here. Go deep. Go deep. Go deep. And da 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 da. Yeah. Is this the right list? No. Sorry. I've always used Office, never Google, and saving shit on this Google Drives is crazy, crazy stuff. Um, and let's see here, but I do have, I think I have it over here somewhere. Hold, please. Um, uh, oh, it looks like our modded somebody out because I got a nasty, nasty uh, tweet. But the answer is, people, that uh, she is the boss, the boss, the boss. So um, what she does, I think, gets to stand. Let's move on here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. So I have you guys want list, and I'll give you a list. I think we could do lists. Let's see if I can do this. Wrong camera, wrong whatever. All right, let's go over here. Yes. Screen share. Block. And screen share. Copy of. All right. So we'll get into the list in just a second. It's all prepped and ready to go. Chris Mack, extraordinarily vexing, whatever that means. This is what happens when you're on top. They're always looking to take you down, Buckman. I I'm so middle, right? Um, that it doesn't matter. No, nobody really cares. You ban no one. Interesting. Um, that is interesting. Then maybe I'm just getting my balls broken. If anybody knows how I can check and see if somebody is banned, I will do that. But Decline Host is calling me a pussy, telling me that I banned him, and I did not. I just assumed that a mod did, and since we only have one mod, I think it's there. Lady KB, Dean caught syphilis from a koala. It's actually chlamydia. You need to get your STDs straight. LOL, you think you're in the middle. Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker. Yeah, in the middle of the group that I'm in. But uh, if you look at the grand scheme of things, the system, uh, I'm at the wee bottom. At the wee bottom. So there we go. Um, Chris Mack, if you paid attention to the three things I said prior to that comment, you'd know exactly what it means, but you're busy checking Twitter, not managing to screen share the spreadsheet. Ooh, I have been scolded. Scolded, scolded, scolded. What can I say? The thought of a little tiny bear being riddled with venereal disease is hilarious. Um, Look, all I can say is it's probably a good excuse, right? You're a guy, you come home with chlamydia, you got to tell the wife, and you're like, I know, I wasn't cheating, hon. I was playing with a koala. That's what I was doing. Um, so, sad boy decline host. According to the mod, he's not banned, and I don't know if she can check it, but if she can, that would be cool. We don't really, generally speaking, I don't ban people here, but got two people banned, and both essentially for the same reason, which was spamming the chat with their like stupid stuff. Unblocked decline. Yeah, I don't think he is blocked. I think that this is his. He's doing what decline host does. So there we go. And it was not me. I just checked the chat. There's only one other person that has access to all this shit, and that's Dave Sarah. And last I heard, he was at the golf range. So, and I know I didn't do it. I don't even know how to fucking ban things. So, I definitely have time people out though. All right, and let's. We've got those. I was excited. I thought I saw super chats, but they are super chats, but we've played them already. So let's move on. Dave Starr stinks. That'll get you blocked. Dave is the best. The best, the best, the best. And there we go. Yeah, I don't know how to check it either, Stallion. And what's the word that I'm saying? I will look later, because if I try to do it, it'll be 10 minutes of me trying to find out who's blocked and who's not. But I pulled all the mods. We only have the one, and we have that because I think it's the best. It's the best way to do it. Not worth the trouble, Chris Mack, but thank you. Oh, look at this. Oh, I don't see him at all. I think only Genta says eat shit, Rochi. And Rochi says Genta hates me. Is that a female thing or just a Genta thing? And so I don't know. I don't know. All right. So do we want to see the list, or do we want to hear me complain about fake reporting? But we could do that. And for those of you into fair use, I understand that Ethan Klein has filed an appeal in the Denham's lawsuit, which I kind of expect him to win. But it would be interesting. He was up there earlier. I don't really want to spend an inordinate amount of time looking for him, but like I said, the Klein host really helped me when I started. So it was like, hold on, the Klein host is a legit crackhead. I see that comment. No, he's there. Decline host. Because I can show it. Decline host is a legit creep, right? So he's there. So I think this is someone just wants to whine that I didn't do it. Jesus, it's Wednesday. Is this the I Won't Appear on MLC emergency episode? Very funny, Tim. I just earlier this evening said, and I could quote myself and say, I really don't have any interest on going to MLC, going on MLC, but it's possible that that is going to happen. As a matter of fact, I violated of all the rules I set up, but I violated one or am going to violate one. I will be on with Keanu and Michelin on their show on Tuesday night. So I need to. Keanu's wanted to come on here. I don't know what to do with her on stream, and so I volunteered to go on their stream. I think that's probably the better way to do it. So I'll be over there on Tuesday. So very, very exciting stuff. What a witty, witty human being. Rochi, see you next Tuesday. So let's see. I I was gonna make a stupid comment, but why should I? All right. Drunken Donuts. Back in the 70s, what was the biggest cock you ever saw at an orgy? The one in your mom's mouth. There we go. Um, boom, boom. All right. Let's take a look at the list. I've had a little help. Basically, all we've gotten done from yesterday to today is sort of updated some stuff. And we, damn, I got to find it. Where the hell? Because I'm not going to be able to scroll on here. Chi dee 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 doo 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 doo. Why is that not open on my computer? Oh, I know why. Because I opened it someplace else. I think. Oh, I think that's why. Let's see. All right, I got it here. Very cool. All right, so we're into things. So we just what do you call it? We added originally had the list from Dang Lizard, and we with help, Ice Dancer is actually the one that helped me here. Ice Dancer put the Dabbleverse streamers, and I don't, I shouldn't have gone first on the list, but Ice did. So I think we've pretty much got everybody on here. So I know it's like 90 names. I'm going to run through them real quickly, and you cats are going to tell me what you think. And I don't know why this is doing this. Someone help me. Da, 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 da. It's dangerous. They should not allow the elderly near a computer because, let's see, I got the right one here. There we go. I got it. Okay. All right. So let's pop this bad boy up all the way here. I will, because I learned how to do this last night, enlarge the image, and we'll cut out names. All right. So I got 90 names, and there we go. I apologize. I didn't realize that orgy questions are inappropriate. I won't ask any other questions about orgy if there was a large black cock involved. I don't want to tell your. I can't be telling your mom's business on here. Just ask her. I'm sure she'll be happy to do it. All right. So let's look at the list. So originally, the left, what you're looking at in column B, was where I have streamer. I ignore that it says streamer. We'll just do this. We'll put name, and we'll not have the caps lock key hit. All right, and that should make you happy, for those of you. So you can see that the ranking is empty. There are no rankings. We're trying to work on the list. I could probably have tried to match the two columns, but that wasn't going to happen. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so we're going to ignore column B for the moment, because will that work? Yeah, we did that last night. All right, so let's get our asses over here to column C, and then you guys can tell me who is missing, and then we'll move on. And then we're going to have a category. I'll move that over even more. We're going to have category. We're going to have categories, and that's where we kind of really need your help. All right. So Ice made the list. So that's why I'm not number one. That's why I am number one. But normally I would put myself down at the bottom if I even put myself on the list. I wanted to leave the list off. I wanted to leave me off the list, but that just didn't seem fair, because somebody has to be at the bottom of the list, and I think I'm entitled to get there, having the worst show in the Dabbleverse. All right, so we've got the Schmuel, we've got the Bedabbler, we've got Stealth Chaos. We've got, try to keep these as updated as possible here. Stealth Chaos, Shuli, Karmic X, Husey, Jake Hudson. I've learned, knowing Jake now, I've learned if it's a day that has a Y in it, you will get at least 2 DMs from Jake. All right, we got Chad Zumach. Who are these podcasts? Keanu Thompson, Kat Diggler, I like so Granny did a graph, but now Schmuel is doing spreadsheets. Dude, we did this last year. We did this before fucking Granny even knew what a graph was. All right. We've got the Apple Pineapple, Steel Toe, The Final Boss, Opie Radio, Earl Skakel. I still don't think Earl belongs on a Dabbleverse list, but I don't get to make those decisions. Johnny Carson, and Johnny Carson will be back on Saturday, I understand. Bacon Bits, Dave Sarah, Pat Dixon, BYB Podcast, This All Sucks with Granny and 2K. Food for thought, should we separate out Granny and 2K into individual people? Nightwave Radio with Mersh, another one, probably doesn't belong in the Dabbleverse, but since he came in wanting to be our king, I feel like we need to add him. You've got the Beef Tip Show, which I think Tip's boy may have left after just getting all upset at you people and having a moment. But I do understand that he is either coming back to streaming or he's flying to Britain to take on Rochi. One of those two things is true. I don't know which one it is. All right. KB, Kevin Brennan, Gino Bisconti, DJ Electrify, Pretty Antisocial, Rock Bottom with Ray DeVito, Cardiff, Brian Landon, OG Mumbly Nick, Dabbling Down Under, Stuttering John, Ava Riser, and she's got that new character We have to put that in. Whoa, fuck that up, didn't I? Huh? Huh? Oh, it was intentional. That's what everybody's gonna say. Glenn the alien. All right. Rochi. Da 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 da. American Cupcake. I got Blind Mike. United States of Australia. All apologies. Trucker Andy. Ashley Cummings. Mr. Blue Sky. Clearwater Chad. Michael Ray Bauer. We'll keep him. All right. Nice stupid podcast. Dan. If you didn't know, Nobody Likes Onions. Rob Saul. Annie. Luigi Greenberg. Joey C. Lou the God, Tommy Jordan, Penny and the Big Dork, Papa Kill, Big W, Transverse Network, Douglas Nelson. It's funny because I put Douglas Nelson on. This list is not in any order. Don't get caught up in the order. It just didn't get a chance to randomize it before I came on tonight. NJ Ranger 201, Bob Levy, Flimsy, Spurg Snake, Grillo's Aftershock, Taz the Resident Artist, The Comedy Shaman. I don't know. That's kind of iffy. That's a fence for me. Does he belong in there or not? Felicia Gillespie, Tom Myers, Mr. Comedy himself, Anthony Cumia, Kim Nicholson. Is Kim still streaming? The Werewolf of Sicily, Dario. Does he still stream? Deb, who we haven't seen in quite a while. Once Over with Kaylee, aka Lucy Tightbox. Mere Musk, Little Lemmy, Lady KB, JMO. This is why I'm thinking about breaking things out, because if we've got JMO as a on their name alone, right? But he's a co-host on BYB, so should Quad be listed on his own, and should the 2K and Granny be separated? DJ Electra, Ashley Cummings, Rocco, Dan is on here again. Bob Levy. Oh, look, she did break them out. All right. Taz, Chad Buzamok, Carlos Danger, Stallion 19, Lucy's on here. Misery Loves Clips, Little Mirror, just waiting for the day that the music people call. Found him. All right, Bacon Bits, Doom, Felicia Gillespie, which I feel like I read before, and Lady KB. I do not see the sorcerer on this one, but these are the Dabble dashboard streamers, so it's there. Anybody missing? Already a joke. Trucker Andy, Dime Store Teamster Tim. I think we would say Timu Teamster Tim, right? Is that the new thing? Yes, Pop. You need a section that is called Trash Compactor, where you're tossed people that, in your opinion, don't deserve to be spoken about. I'm so mean. DJ Electrify says there's a lot of duplicates. It's kind of messed up. This is a work in progress. Unlike other people, I like to share my thing with all of you. And the reason why there's duplicates is they're technically not duplicates as I look at the list. What it is some people like BYB have Quadfather and you have JMO, and so some of the names are broken out. So there we go. But this is what in life we would call a work in progress. Let's just see here. Please add Pod Awful to the streamer list. He's not in our thing. I don't think he would want to be. That's not confusing at all. I think you're serious there, Garrett. DJ Electrify says, put that thing away. was talking to Rochi. Um, yes, rough draft, rough draft. We're just looking. All right. So essentially, we'll get this down, right? We'll get the duplicates out of there and all that stuff. The question becomes, how do we rank them? All right. Roche. This is from Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm going to put this up because it's an important question. Rochi, I'm actually seriously asking how this list of people works. Is it the most important? These are what you're looking at in that Dabble dashboard streamer are people who are listed, I think, on Dabble dashboard. Um, so that's where the names come from. It had nothing to do with importance. It just simply had to do with who's on a list, and that's why we did it. Now, um, uh, all right, please unban decline host. We determined that he's not banned, so uh, I don't know how to help you. I honestly, I wouldn't. I would not ban him. If somebody can tell me quickly how to double check that, I'm happy to do it. But we don't have him as banned, and we did. His chats are in the stream. There nobody pulled them down, so I think that would have happened. So uh, uh, based on the chat, this decline host issue needs to be resolved before we can move forward with the list. I'll tell you what. Why don't you handle that back there and then get back to us and do it? Oh, and there we go. So we are taking the list of all these people, and now we will be ranking them. But we have a question. And by we, I mean myself and people who are working on this. Um, uh, how do we rank? So the plan, my plan originally was to vote, um, to put together a thing where we vote on them and then we rank them that way. And somebody suggested categories, and I kind of think I like that. So how do we break down uh, categories? So let me ask, what do you cats think of categories? Uh, I don't know. That comment showed part of the Devils and Pod Awful was on there. All right. I think what you're trying to say is Comedy Shaman was on there and Pod Awful isn't. I don't really know, but like I said, I don't think Comedy Shaman belongs in here. So we will be taking them off. All right. Let's start right now. Who's number one? There is no number one, but who do you guys think would be number one? And only Genta says buy show is a way to go. So I think I think buy show is a cool way to do it. Um, I I do not want to what do you call it? I don't want to miss individuals though. So but who do you think is number one? So Great Scott here says Tukey. And I think that if we just took a random sampling of most Albers, I'm going to think that like Tukey and Brennan, I think would probably be at the top. I think offhand, and I'm not saying that I believe this, I'm just saying what I think. I think you're probably like your top 5 or 6 would be Tukey, Dixon, Brennan, Levy, Tukey, Dixon, Brennan, Levy, Carl, and numbers wise Shuley. So I think those would probably come in the top 5 or 6. But I don't really I don't really know. Latanya Biggs, B Dabbler number one. Um, Latanya, I I tend to agree with you. I think that what do you call it? I th- uh, I think that uh, you would most people would probably agree with you. And yeah, and I did leave Cardiff off that uh, originally. Only real dabblers know Cardiff is number one. Uh, Cardiff is starting it. Like Cardiff started this. Like if it weren't for Cardiff, there would be no Tukey. I hope you cats understand that, but that's actually the truth. Um, uh, I have concerns. Sir Vosif has concerns about the validity of the list at this point. Well, I'm going to say to you, my friend, get in touch with the Donald, have the OJ come. We'll give them all whatever info they want, and we then will not have mail-in ballots. How's that sound? Uh, DJ Electrify, who was whispering to you? Just the voices in my head. Just the voices in my head. Uh, uh, it's simple. If you're breaking it down that way, Tukey is the most likable. He takes the number one spot. People like him overall. Uh, I don't know. That's why we're putting this out to a popular vote. We'll let the people decide. Um, you know, it could be very different what people say and what they talk about from what they do when they're alone and can check a box. Fuck the potato. He's a coward. Drunken Donuts. Come on, my friend. Let's not do it. Uh, okay, so Brennan is number two. Who's number three? All right. So too many votes from Drunken Donuts. I need what other people think before we get going. But I'm perfectly able to do it. Uh, if you're away in the military, you talk to me and I'll handle it for you. And but you know, look, I think you could. I think your tops are going to be the Tukey. I think your top, Tukey, Kevin Brennan, Shuley, um, Dixon, and Levy. I think Pretty Antisocial is going to come in high, um, and that was the deal. DJ Electra was your name on there, Buckman. Unfortunately, yes, and uh, yes. Let start filling it in. Throw names, people. You give me names, I'll put them down, and then we'll go from there. All right. Who's the number one clipper of Stealth Chaos? Let's decide now before Doom and Stalin clip him more. Uh, this is a self-serving question, I would say, there, Mister Bibley. Um, but Sam is the best at clipping stealth, and I think that you could probably credit Sam Bibley with stealth actually streaming. I don't think he would um, be streaming if it weren't for him. Um, so uh, Sam Bibley, my vote goes to Sam Bibley. There. Uh, all right. So do we want to play around a little bit? Anybody want to have uh, a shot at who's their number one? Number one. Number one. Uh, Sam Bibley. You mean I created Stealth Chaos? Discovered, maybe created. Uh, Not there. Johnny Mac 86. See, you can tell that I'm only responding to what people are talking to because I completely forgot. Yeah, I would think Melton would definitely be in the top five, right? Um, Probably. Now, what I've been told, right, in putting stuff together like this, is that there are like diehard Dabbleverse fans that have been in this since from the beginning. And it seems with them, they really like KB and they hate Melton, right? And they don't like Carl. And so, I don't know about that. Not much will get you banned, Great Scott 949, but this will. This is the chat. It's not the free chat, right? We have enough people that understand that this old man could use super chats and super tips, et cetera, and they send them. But the people are the important ones. So gun gummo dude. Who gets more views? The based upon what I've seen, Shuli and Carl get the most views. Melton is second. KB actually, well, views. What's been happening lately? If you just look at the last 2 weeks, it's the Levy Dixon show. Get more views than KB, but I think that flips. It also depends upon when they're on. So, I don't know, but our views, our views, are they the most important thing? So, there we go. I don't know. Let's just say, Mersh. Oh, you're my favorite locale, Schmuel. Great. Thank you. Appreciate it. He's the inside baseball of the Dabbleverse. All right. Buck told me to name names, so I listed the obvious top people, and he ignored and started digressing. Well, I digress a lot, but what names? You got Sam Bibley. I see that one, Garrett. Right? I'm scrolling back. This is too frustrating. I see a lot of whining. I don't see many names, so slap some names up there. All right. All right. So, look, if it were me, I'm not saying that these are in order, but I think the top 10, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if a full top 10, but I would definitely say that the top, in no specific order, Tukey, Kevin Brennan, Dixon, Levy, Carl, Shuley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. Cardiff, 7. But I'm really more interested in the I don't know. I'm really more interested in sort of the middle of the list than I am the top of the list. Drunken Donuts, I picked you a lot tonight, but well, I think you should ask Cookie to see what her top 10 list would be. That would be fascinating. You don't have to have her on stream. Just ask her to give her top 10. Cookie wouldn't know the fucking people on this list. Cookie's top 10 list would be people that she's met and had fun with. Let's just say, I see a Husey in here. I think Husey goes on a list. I don't think top 10, but definitely in the upper tier. Johnny Mac 80 whatever 6. You're going to deny it, but thank you for removing your crazy face filter. I'm truly grateful. John Mack, thank you for the $5.15. And I know I'm not denying. I did not have a filter on. As there was no intentional filter. I didn't do it. It was a camera, but I'm in a different place with different lights. So I don't know. Maybe that's it. But I did turn off the eye contact thing because that was making crazy. Latanya in Vegas. Husey is top 5 in my humble opinion. You're allowed to have a humble opinion with Husey, so sure. But if if he's top 5, then who are the top 4 that go with there? Um, let's just say, how does anybody watch Bob Levy and Pat Dixon? I'm not trying to be rude. Same old thing that I tell everybody, which is some shit is for you, some shit isn't for you, you know? And just because you don't like it doesn't mean that other people don't. So enough people like it. So let's see. Joey is in Rochi's top 2. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're honest, right, his affinity for Joey is what has given him so much clout, right, in the Dabbleverse. So yeah, we did pull Melton. We didn't have him on there originally, but let's pull that down. All right. All right. This is the way, people. This is the way it's supposed to be done. All right. So Bedabbler, right? Husey, Dixon, Melton, MLC. And I mean, that's giving me the a list of names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the top 5 there. I think that is. I don't think it's a list that could be argued with. I don't know that. I kind of don't know that Husey goes above MLC or Melton, but I could say Husey puts on a good show, so I could see why you would like it. Look, Brian Landon has the best new stream. I hear that from people, but I haven't seen it, so I don't really know. How are Carl and Shuli not in the top 5? And I hate them both for a record. Well, give me your top 5. I mean, I'm not saying these are the top 5. I'm saying these are DJ's top 5. When I gave you my tops, Carl and Shuli were both in them. So, TSN pre-Stut Joe departing would be in my top 5. I could see, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. DJ saying they're not in order. Those were just her top 5, but it's a valid top 5. And I apologize if I'm thinking you're ranking them, but I need something to talk about, so that's why we're going. That's why we're going there. I think in a vote, Husey would be 20 out of 50. Probably not unreasonable. Let's just see here. George Jetson. Whoa, let's pull this other one down for $5. Husey Rise's first episode. How is they already better than your bald at 55? How long you been streaming, brah? Thank you for the $5. I'm staring at it, but I still can't convert it to English. But George, definitely appreciate the $5. All right. Drunken Donuts. Okay, do the top 15, and anybody below that is garbage. Look, let's be honest, okay? It's all garbage. From number 1 to number 98. it's all garbage. It's just different levels of who stinks more, right? I mean, at the end of your life, you're not going to be lying in your hospital bed going, "Thank God I spent years watching Melton go after steel toe," right? Nobody's going to do that. Um, DJ, I think Carl and Shuley should be off the list because they're like grandma and grandpa of the DV. So's Kevin, right? I mean, Kevin's been around forever too. Um, like Kevin came over with Burning Bridges and all that shit. Um, and then Latanya, Bedabbler, TSN, Husey, Taz, pretty antisocial, based on the shows that I watch. I think that's the best way to do it is to be based on the shows that you watch. Like I'm aware that some shows get 1.4K viewers all the time, but they're not shows that I watch, so they don't really register with me. Um, but I do think that Pretty Antisocial has is really the strongest lately of the last while. She's been really going at. She's really been getting viewers, and I admire anybody that can do like a 5-6 hour stream and maintain a viewership because I certainly can't. Uh, There's this George Jetson. Yo, read my last super chat, Droopy, uh, for $2. I did. We did read your last super chat. Yes, we did. And that was your Yuzi Raz's whatever thing that I couldn't understand what it said in English. But so put it back up just to make you happy. And thank you for your $2. All right. We're trying to start some controversy here, do something interesting. I need the controversy to start with you guys so then I have the plausible deniability to say, well, it was just a chat. I mean, I didn't think that. Um, so, gotta move. All right. Johnny Mack. I actually want to show this because it's an interesting comment. Daytime audiences are not people I'd want supporting my show. I don't know. And particularly for people in England and stuff, it's like, isn't that like late afternoon, evening? And I would, so I don't really know. I'm not going to, I'm not going to judge audiences. That's like Steel Toe with his morning audience versus his evening audience. Um, so, uh, you know, Drunken Donuts, if we can't get through the first fucking 5, how are we supposed to get through the first 15? Just don't increasing them. You keeping it subversive. Daytime shows are for being distracted while working. I agree. I tend to download shows and then listen to them while I'm working. And we'll go from there. Only Genta, Latanya, Tojo sucks. I like Tojo, but here we go. I don't think was Nasty Neil on the list. I didn't see him, so I don't know. Maybe we got to add him on there, but that's up to you guys. All right, so because I can't get you people to do this, I will fucking do it myself. Excuse my language if I did not close it, which it looks like I might have. I didn't. All right. I'm gonna go, but it's not gonna be like anything shocking. Top 5 No Order, Bedabbler, um, what am I? Fuck, I'm losing my mind here. Bedabbler, Cardiff, uh, Dixon, Kevin Brenner, Bedabbler, Cardiff, Dixon, Kevin Brennan, and I got number 5. Uh, I'll just go Levy. I think that was. I think that's a good idea. Great Scott, JT. JT's coming on strong, man. Um, JT's coming on strong. Latanya Vegas, the Transverse Network. And there we go. Only Genta, Schmuel, this is too long winded. I told you it wasn't prepared. I just came on to fucking talk and take up time. So I can move on, but that's only because you want me to. But the only I didn't see much happening outside like Dabbleverse related shit. I think the Chad story continues, but I'm kind of bored with the Chad thing. It's it's literally like the same shit all the time. And I know people, what do you call it, are all upset about the GoFundMe. I don't care. You know, he steals. Genta, I can't with this. I gave up taking this seriously like 15 minutes ago. I wasn't intending to be serious. I just did this because I didn't have anything else to do. Calm down. And also participate, right? Like if you got ideas, if you think of who it is, throw it out there. Room is open for discussion. Let's just see. I wanted to look at, take a quick look and see if there's anything interesting. That we have. Is the Mere Musk thing worth looking at? Anything? Anything? Wow. Panasonic tooth. You're learning. And I did get a haircut today. So it is what it is. What on? I know, Johnny. I like rankings as well. So I think it's interesting. But I think talking the top people is really, I don't find that as much fun. And Frank, who usually is just a pain in my balls, Frank comes up with let's see, make sure CWC is higher than Earl. Most people think he's funnier. That's what I think is. That's what I think is the more interesting part is down in the bottom, and that's the. I think that's where the bottom is. But George Jetson for $2. I've called for your arrest and death penalty, homie. Fantastic. I'm like I'm excited. I'm blown away. What can I say? But thank you for the $2. We're waiting on a phone call from someone we're connected to that talks to Tosh to confirm or deny. Kind of don't we all know that he's going to deny it unless what's his name can get there first, right? Like that's the thing. I mean, we know the Nikki Glazer stuff is bullshit, but everything with Chad is bullshit. So I guess that's where the part where I go like, oh, I don't necessarily know that this is so interesting to me because it's like uh, Chad Steeling, and yes, the sun will come out tomorrow. So uh, there we go. Um, all right, George, you seem to be having a little conniption over there, but what's up? We read it. What would you like us to do? Should we throw a party for your $2? Is that what you would like? Huh? 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 Da 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 da. Da. Hold on. I'm going back to. I want to put that up. Uh, uh, Chat hasn't been interesting since the Black Eye. His show is just a pop up chat room. Don't bring this into my personal life. Don't uh refund my money, bitch. Go for it. Refund me money. I am reporting your ass. Won't be the first time. All right. That's how we got into the Dabbleverse. Yeah, the Kumi is Cux or something. Well, he was fighting with Chrissy Mayer, as I remember. He was fighting with Chrissy Mayer, and then he got busted for the stealing of the credit cards, and so and that brought him attention. And then I think that was really the start of all this stuff. And then he threatened the Content House or whatever it was called. Johnny Mac, 86 for 515. Not sure if you covered it, but are you going on, Brennan? Permasil and I raised good money to see it. How much am I getting paid? Uh, so that we will see if it's worth it. I'll do it. But I sure ain't letting Kevin Brennan, what do you call it, take all the cash. That's not going to happen. We can make a deal on that. Yeah. So let's go back. Because I want to be fair, and George, you sent $2. Yo, read my last super chat, Droopy. Read it. The only other super chat that I have from you is Yuzi Razi's. Hold on. Yuzi Raza's first episode. How is they already better than your bald at 55 long? How long have you been streaming, brah? No fucking idea what you're talking about, but I think I said that earlier. All right. If you feel the need to report me, I guess you're just gonna have to do that. And there's really, I make yourself happy, but I'd stop. I wouldn't super chat me if this was a concern. Do you wear that hat when you go to the bodega in the morning for the bacon, egg, and cheese? Don't get a bacon, egg, and cheese, but definitely do wear the hat. So, uh, very cool. Let's see. Peanut butter. Did you know Buck's the only streamer in the game that uses a blue microphone cover? Yes, I had pink. I think I had pink. Blue and pink. I set the first one on fire with a cigar. I have this one too. How exciting is that? All right. Henry Winkler fishes in that same hat in Idaho. I know because I told him where to get it. So there we go. All right. Yes, I changed covers. It was pink the last time. Actually, have a new cover. It is I think this one's black. It is. Not terribly exciting. Black. But there you go. But I do have a pink ring that goes with it. So how's that? All right. Okay. All right. So like I said earlier, got nothing. Let's move on to something something else here that I saw earlier. How do we feel about okay, good night, Genta. Thank you very much for being here. Hit like and subscribe. And if anybody else feels like going to bed, have a great night. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And I'll be back tomorrow night at 6:30 with an actual show with actual people. So let's just see. You're like the rock band version of streaming. You can't be trusted. You'll burn down the whole hotel room. Great White, man. I'll set the fucking place on fire. Da 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 da. All right. Let's just see. I've got. I've got. I don't know how this is going to go over. I got to be honest with you because I don't know that you guys are as interested in this shit as I am. But I'm wondering what you feel about the trad movement, and I've got this. I've got this sort of news report from a couple of months ago. It's from a super left wing media empire, and some of the stuff is good. Some of it is very like it does go over both things, but I think that's sometimes because they feel like they have to. But I want to run a little bit of this and talk about it because I have a feeling that people might have been sold a bill of goods about their lives. And so let's go with this. I guess I got to move it over. Watch me get struck.
Andrea, everybody wants this. Everybody wants to be us.
What if I don't want to live the way you live? I mean, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
When I was a teenager.
All right. So this chick is a journalist who left, according to her, left the corporate world. Well, you'll find out.
This was the image of being a feminist.
I definitely consider myself an entrepreneur. Not only am I an influencer, but I'm also a designer, a tech entrepreneur, an advisor, an investor.
Whenever there's a quote-unquote glass ceiling, there's an iron woman right behind it.
You're a couple years out of new school, which is the most...
Just a few months.
It was being a girl boss.
The girl boss. Guys, remember the girl boss?
A powerful, career-focused woman who made it to the top of her field.
I don't exactly know what you do or how you do it, but when you walk through these gates, things start happening.
But for teenage girls these days, it's all about living a soft life, not reaching.
All right. So this is where I was watching this, and this is where I got annoyed. And what I got annoyed about is the soft life. So our rather large reporter friend here with the tattoos is comparing the life of women who are in the corporate world and working their asses off, et cetera, and women who stay home and do traditional things. Now, I can't stand like the trad Catholics and all that bullshit. Fucking, I just hate them. Kill me, hate them, because they're faking it. But I really do believe that we've been sold the whole part of this whole girl boss thing and stuff is we've sort of been sold a lie that everybody needs to work and that your value comes from your job. So, and again, the thing that it just annoys me is saying that somebody that stays home and takes care of their kids is living a soft life, meaning that you're somehow being out there and doing the job is a tough life. So let's watch a little bit.
Reaching the top of the corporate ladder, but instead quiet quitting, being a stay-at-home girlfriend, or even a trad wife.
We like cooking, we like running a home, we like supporting our husbands.
Trad content is wildly popular on social media. It's got this beautiful farmhouse aesthetic and dreamy images of plush domestic bliss. It's a relaxing reprieve from the chaos of modern life. But to me, a journalist who's been covering right-wing media for nearly a decade,
some people might have chances and some might.
a lot of the tradwife discourse online sounds suspiciously similar to the types of things I hear from dark money-funded think tanks in DC.
When you get married to somebody.
Okay, Heritage and Federalist Society, they're not funded by dark money. I mean, they're funded by dark money as much as any other place as well.
Somebody who does all the thinking for you. It is so nice.
You used to only hear that kind of talk coming from guys like this.
I think there is an argument.
Never liked this Charlie Kirk character.
To bring back the MRS degree. That's a really good reason to go to college, actually. You will find a husband.
How did this suddenly go mainstream? So I went onto the homestead and into the kitchen and to a Turning Point USA conference to meet some real life tradwives and find out who they really are and what they think.
I just don't want to get bullied.
So I kind of just want to move on in this thing, and I'm not too terribly committed to this actual video. But when I was a kid, the women that wanted to stay home and take care of kids and not work and stuff, they were called hippies. And that's what those people did. And they did all of they did all of the things that these trad people do. But since the right wing picked up on it, now apparently it's bad. And
the corporate rat race. They're investing big in a new class of social media savvy pundits who push conservative messaging to young women.
The feminist movement is in large part to blame for the fracturing of the traditional home, where women were coerced outside of their natural roles as mothers into the workforce.
They're cashing in on the girl boss backlash too, shaming women who don't want to have children or who want to have a career by calling them
a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives.
There are a lot of successful 35-year-old orthopedic surgeons that have cats.
Is that true? I mean, are there a lot of 35-year-old successful orthopedic surgeons who are unhappy?
The right-wing youth group Turning Point USA is at the center of this messaging push. Last summer, I attended one of the youth conferences they host, Ground Zero for all things trad.
I wanted to do Air Force, I wanted to do FBI, was interested in police work, all of that. But then I really just came around to the perspective of what's more important in life. Is it going to be more important to me to have kids and a family in the future and that will last forever? Or a career that, yes, could help people, but also isn't going to be relevant in a few years? And Charlie really says to choose one. And I thought about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I've not been choosing the right thing. I've changed from not wanting.
All right. I can't help her if she's an idiot and voted for Trump. But what she's saying, I really do believe that we don't value what women do. We don't value raising families, right? We don't value taking care of kids, and we're not having kids.
Wanting to have any kids, so I could see myself with 4 or 5.
Right-wing activists have also launched a women's magazine they call the Conservative Cosmo. In between fashion tips and celebrity gossip, Evie magazine features articles fear-mongering about the dangers of birth control, focusing on your career, and delaying having children.
I certainly get the sense that this young lady reporter here is her biggest issue is that these people are becoming successful, selling a product that people are buying, and it's like, wait, you're supposed to be following what our dynamic is. You're supposed to do what we want you to do. Staying home and taking care of your kids. No, not a good thing. No, having children. No.
Editor-in-chief, Brittany Hugo-Boom, also created a period tracking app that encourages natural family planning instead of the pill or an IUD. And she sells a supplement called Toxic Breakup to use after quitting hormonal birth control. Most of the app's funding came from right-wing billionaire Peter Thiel. This fits right into the larger reactionary right-wing movement, led by groups like the Heritage Foundation and the Federalist Society. They've spent decades dismantling the social safety net established in the New Deal. And
so they've spent decades breaking down the social safety net given to us by the New Deal. Sure, that's what happened.
Chipping away at reproductive.
No, what do you call it? We've watched women struggle. We've watched families fall apart. We've got, I don't know, 50, 60% divorce rate. What can I tell you here, huh?
Rights. And their scheming paid off big in 2022 when they overturned Roe v. Wade. Even tradwife influencers who aren't overtly political, their lives track well onto the 1950s inspired conservative vision of America. A Christian family with a man at the head and a subservient wife. He goes out to work, she joyfully keeps the home and minds the children.
Kind of bullshit, because that's not really what this is all about. What this is about is letting people have children, letting people have families, having kids, having two parents to come home to, or at least one parent at home when they come home, right? It's not about sending your kids off to daycare and nannies and all of that. But yeah, we just want to go back to the 50s and be oppressed. We're not going back to people being oppressed. It's time that people get to live, in my view, the life that they want to live and not the life that they're told they have to live.
Their efforts seem to be working. In 2024, the youth vote had its largest swing towards Republicans in 20 years, especially with young white women. Democrats were stuck in outdated girl boss messaging. Meanwhile, Republicans had someone on the ticket who understood.
So were they stuck in outdated girl boss messaging, or were they stuck in watching their mothers strive, watching people owe hundreds of thousands of dollars in college debt, and not being happy about it?
Trad mentality all too well.
You have women who think that truly the liberationist path is to spend 90 hours a week working in a cubicle at McKinsey instead of starting a family and having children.
If my choice was between being a stay-at-home mother and doing Excel spreadsheets, I would definitely be a stay-at-home mother.
Right now, Esther does work. She's an adjunct professor of philosophy and classics at a university nearby, where her husband JB is a PhD student.
I don't think that having a career in general is important to me, but having this job is important to me. Teaching students, doing philosophy, reading these great books. This is so amazing and meaningful. It's not.
See, they're making it sound, I just, the part of this that came across to me is like, they're making this sound like there's some horrible existence with what they're doing. I mean, the woman has a job, and it's a job she enjoys, and it's a job that lets her raise her children. And don't we need kind of more parents raising their children? I'm confused about this. Is every one of, particularly you young guys in here, every fucking one of you are like, the world is falling apart. It's a disaster. The apocalypse is knocking at the door, and it's like, well, maybe what we've been doing for the last 50 or 70 years ain't working. So maybe we give this a try.
Not easy, because it's just really hard to have sort of moved away from a one-income household paradigm. The standard of living is just adjusted for there being two people working.
Esther and JB don't have a lot of money. How do finances and income factor into your decision about having children?
They don't. I mean, if we were like homeless, we would be like, this is really scary. We need to like.
All right, so I'm moving on, but this is the other part that I was thinking, like, is again where the goal of one side is to have money. Like, that's how you get your value. It's almost like when they say about men, the size of their wallet is more important to them than their hog size. And that's what a lot of this felt like to me.
Gallons of milk at a time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like multiple gallons of milk at a time, right? But it was just still kind of like psychologically hard for me to be like pregnant and like wanting to like make everything good in my like new little house, and then having to buy the like possibly spoiled chicken from Kroger, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Have a ton of kids. I mean, get married when you're too young, have more kids than you can afford. Have as many.
Another asshole, but I get it. I get that Tucker and Charlie are both idiots, but you know, even an idiot can be right. Like a broken clock is right twice a day.
Kids as you can afford. Have more than you can afford.
Have a million kids.
Less burnout, more babies.
A more helpful suggestion came from a family friend. Go on food stamps.
She was like, there's this thing called WIC, and there's this thing called CHIP, and there's this thing called SNAP, and like, it's really important that you not feel any shame about that, because it's for like poor pregnant young mothers. Like, this is who it's for.
They also got on Medicaid. Not sure that's part of the right's vision of the perfect 1950s trad life, but even
again, this is supposed to be a report, and what's really happening here is it's an editorial, right? Like, she's decided these things. Yes, that's what those programs were originally started for, right? Is to help these people through this time and not be on it for fucking their lifetimes.
And some of the women at the Turning Point conference weren't buying that version.
They've just kind of been preaching like, always make a family, make a family, make a family. And it's just, I believe that women should have some sort of career field and stuff while also being able to have a family.
I would love to settle down. The issue is that women are being priced into having to work. So it's not really an option.
Well, I mean, I think.
All right, that's been my thing all along, is that we've been sold this sort of bill of goods that we don't do one income anymore, that it's not valid if we've told women, you're not valid if you're not out working, if you're not out doing these things. And I think everybody, if you want, you should get to do what you want. But society definitely needs people staying at home, taking care of the kids, right? We need neighbors. And I know, yeah, I'm old. I did not grow up in the 50s. But most of the mothers were home. And guess what? We went out on the streets and played every day. We didn't have this thing of, there's no kids out. You just don't see them. And not everything was monetized, right? You played Little League. You didn't have to have a travel team. Everything wasn't about getting you to, you need to learn the violin at 3 so you can get into a good school. It's people got to live their lives, and we've really convinced people to live in a way that's just not good for them to live. I mean, you can't argue, right, that the numbers are most people are not happy. Most people aren't happy with their lives. So there you go. Very funny. Nodak. One income used to be enough. Once women started working, the companies noticed and figured, double the income, and we can double the price of our products. Some of it, look, there's some of that. There's a lot of argument that during World War II, when the men were away, the women worked, and the women felt fulfilled working. And when the guys came back, it was really unfair, because it was like women had done all these successful things for 4 or 5 years, and then all of a sudden you're supposed to go back and just be the feminine, listen to your husband, and to do all that stuff, right? But I think we've gotten past that. Like, I don't necessarily think that you need a career for fulfillment, and raising your kids kind of is an important thing. Or have jobs with the two parents where you can both spend enough time with the kids, or send the husband out to work. But I think we've let the government become our daddy or our mommy, and we're taking the kids away, and we're sending them to schools that don't work for them, and we're just raising a society of just miserable people and unhappy people. So that was my point with that. But I also thought that there was a lot of dishonesty in this report because there's a very much a trad movement on the left of people who are trying to get away from society and want to live a more traditional life, but they're on the left. And that seems completely ignored. But this whole report seems let's shame people that want to have a family and raise the family as a family. There's a lot of comments in here about negative towards grandmothers and other people. I can't. I'm like, everything is not pick a side, and then that side is right or that side. It's so ridiculous. But let people do what they want to do, and then we don't have to fucking fake it, like with the Chrissy Mayer becoming was it Catholic or something, and then the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. That's not what this is about, and that's what they keep trying to make it about. Povo the Clown, if the Kleinhose is here, tell him Blob is bragging about blocking him. Blob was taken off the mod thing, so he did not block him. In any event, I think I'm done. Yeah. I think I'm done for the night. And Peter Sky Parker, every time he pauses mid-sentence, I focus on the pause. Hear more words, another pause, focus on the pause, and in the end, have no idea what Schmuel is talking about. Peter, I love you. You're a great guy. Good-looking fella as well. But you have serious audio problems going on in that noggin of yours, right? Maybe you might want to look at that. But Poet Clown, all right. Let's be honest, this is a disturbing place to spend your afternoon or your free time. I saw your chats decline, so I honestly don't know what happened. I think TFB was unmodded. TFB was unmodded. Decline host was never blocked or banned or any of those things. Genta, don't let him get your reaction here, because he just be fucking with you. So there we go. Schmuel, you didn't even cover Jeff Dye, Douchegate. I'm going to see Jeff Dye this month. I think it's this month or next month out here. So who knows? I'm going to calm down. Honestly, this is trying times, though. Worse things to happen than getting banned or timed out on a show you don't like. I'm talking about your speech pattern and inability to properly articulate a point. Well, I think we disagree. I think you have a problem with audio. All right. Ask Jeff about Bigfoot. Tell him you do a show about it. Guarantee. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. No idea. I have no idea. Stallion 19. Damn, I bet it was Dave Sauer. I will tell you that Dave Sauer does have the admin privileges and stuff. So that's possible. But I've asked him not to block anybody, and I didn't think he had. But maybe he's got something going on with the client host, and which is interesting because Sauer is the one that told me in the beginning to limit mods. Don't really get mods because they fight with each other, and then they start fucking with your chatters. So interesting. BFDC1, go back on Husey Show Buckman. I think I'm on the Pay No Mind list over there. So there we go. Anything is possible, my friend. All right. When was the last time Dave showed up in one of your chats? He's hiding. He was here the other night, but I spoke to him earlier because I was trying to get him on, and he was at the golf range. But you know, I wouldn't put it past him to do something. But I will yell it. I will yell at him. So, how's your fiber intake since starting Ozempic, Schmuel? I don't take Ozempic. I tried. I told you this. I've been through this. I tried to take it, but the side effects were just so bad. I lasted a couple of months, and then that was it. So now I've adopted the new principle, which is I just don't eat. And Buckman dressed like he's doing a test stream. Landon's stealing my luck, but I won't say that. All right, I think it's high time I get the hell out of here, and we'll come back tomorrow at 6:30 with an actual show, actual prep, and know what we're talking about. I will pull Dave Sarah off, so decline host is not banned if that's what we think that it is. But I will find that out later, and let's just see what else is going on here. That's weird. Da 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 da. The only two people that I can see that are alive are BYB and Nick Rekieta, who I've really lost a ton of respect for lately, based upon his handling of the HRO. Kind of blows me away. Will you speak in complete sentences without all the pauses? No, this is what makes me happen. Karmic X82, decline host has about 140 counts. He can't be banned. I know, but he does get insulted if the main decline host account is banned, especially when he hasn't done anything yet to do that. So let's just say, unban Josh Jenny fan. This is an abusive relationship. It's not. We go back and forth. Love you. That's the fake. Oh, I know. The real karmic won't have anything to do with me. The real karmic is afraid of the old Schmuelster. Won't talk to me, has me blocked, will say shit about me, and when I do get through to him, he chickens out. But yeah. Look, there's something creepy when you're 42 years old. You're living in like a mobile home that you can't open the windows to because the dust is too oppressive. But you're 42. You're a single man. You like to teach young boys how to do AI art and whatnot. There might be an issue there. Could be like the Ed Gein kind of guy, but who knows? It's the way with words, not the physical attributes. A karmic does definitely have a way with words. I can't argue with that. I think he's good at what he does. Like I think he's got the great voice and stuff, but I also think he's a lunatic. Declinos, the whole chat is against me now. You feel like a tough guy, Buckman? No, I don't want you banned. Like I've said all along, you were one of the people that helped me get started. I've got nothing bad to say about you. Let's just say, Buck saying it to his face, the dirt roads were getting sprayed with petroleum leftovers. No, he could get it sprayed with petroleum leftovers to keep down the dust. But the dust just comes up. What do you call it? The dust is just there. So I have no idea what kind of farm this mobile home is on. But Pova the Clown, I saw Landon hit with a Cobra Clutch. I think I've got a new Yugi. I don't know your these out of touch wrestling terms. Yeah, that's how they keep the dust down. But I mean, I don't know. It seems like like the dust is disgusting. I get it, right? But the petroleum leftovers, that seems like you'd be fucking breathing that stuff all the time. That's like, I don't know. It feels like you're just breathing cancer, right? And this is from a guy that used to, I get to say that now, smoke cigars. But there we go. And Declino, seriously, if Sarah blocked you, I will break his fingers. But I don't think you were blocked. And I have seen neither hide nor hair of him. And usually when he's around, I will get like a text or something letting me know that he's there. He did say it was a dirt farm. I could imagine a farm where they grow dirt. Pretty goddamn interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I don't get the guy. I thought he was pretty good from the beginning. Like I thought he's got something, but it's sort of gone south. So now it's the rage thing. And I really feel like, I'm telling you, like I really feel like the chat, what they really want from this guy is a short piece of rope, test the strength of that rod in his closet, and that would be winning. I think the only way they could win more is if he had the camera on when he did it. But that's what it feels like to me. And I will say though that seeing Felicia's tweets lately and Karmic's ramblings and stuff, they definitely belong together. That is got to be insane. I'm actually kind of surprised that we did not see any no DV reports like I would have expected there to have been like some of that there somewhere, but it's apparently not happening. I'll tell you what, because I am a good fella, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Copy. Trash that piece of shit. Let's move over here. Let's go there. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Well, I was going to send you over to Karmic X Live. He's live. You just go over there now and enjoy yourselves. But the genius does not have redirect turned on, so he doesn't have it. So why don't you go to Karmic, tell him Schmuel says hello, and I would like to do it. And let's just see. Hold on one second. We got to give Charlie the call-in phone number. I don't know if I have it here. Hold on. Hang on. Da 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 da. I can't put it out. I was actually going to give you Gino's number, but you probably have that already. Anyway, he said, just test out the strength of his closet rod, Genta. What do you think that means? So there we go. So Karmic's got dust coming in his windows and my bones are turning to dust. So I needs to be saying good night. Thank you, Povo the Clown, for helping relay messages. Karmic at Dave Sauer thinks he is the Dabbleverse incarnate. He's not. No, he is. He is. No Dave Sarah, no Karmic. No Dave Sarah, no Dabbleverse. You don't know how much Dave did for you back in the past. George Jetch and Schmuel is scamming super tips. 100%. Genta, I thought you were going to bed. Hit like and subscribe. I only continued because you were gone. Because I didn't want to embarrass you having been associated with this show. So there we go. And what a whiny little prick you are. Oh well, George, I don't know what to do to make you feel better, but I just can't help you. And Charlie, why don't you take calls? Because you're going to be the one calling. I mean, pretty goddamn self-evident, isn't it? So there we go. Decline host. I'm not mad, just disappointed. That's the line you're supposed to use with like your girlfriend or something. That's supposed to like win them over. And Schmuel might be retarded. And there we go. So yeah, maybe I could check my super tips. Maybe I could. Maybe I could refund them. Maybe I don't want to read them. And so that's up to me. I think I would rather just refund the money. So, but that's my choice, isn't it? But in any event, you guys have an awesome night. It's been a blast. And what? Seriously? What the fuck? Schmuel thinks I'm gay and hates me. I'm not your son, Schmuel. I like gay people. I'm happy with gay people. All right. And let's rock and roll. So there we go. All right. I'm out of here. Been a great night. Thanks, everybody. Stay cool. It's been fun. Bye.